Hello everyone, Mishling's back here with Super Mario Galaxy, and in this one I think we will finally finish up all of the purple coin missions that we could possibly do up to this point, with Freeze Flame Galaxy. Now, this is another long purple coin mission. It's a pretty long one, so I think you guys kind of know the drill by now. However, before the speeding up happens, I do need to point out one thing. That there will be a little bit of commentated parts here before I speed up, because there is one kind of important thing I want to point out and a funny story that comes from it. So okay, this is one of the last missions. The first time I beat the game, this is one of the last missions this is one of the last missions that oh yeah, you gotta collect that question mark coin. This is one of the last missions that I was finishing. It was like star number 115 or something. And you get the ice flower there. Now, I probably spent 25 minutes on this. And probably 10 of those were spent looking for one single coin. And it is a very easy one to miss. It is if you go up here on that column. You will see there is a purple coin up there. I missed that. The funny part to this story was that I was playing, my girlfriend was watching me while I was playing. Crap! And I mentioned that, you know, I'm looking for these purple coins and I can't find them. And she found it. She found it in like 1 minute of looking. She found it while I couldn't find it in 10. Yeah, that's just kind of the way things go. Anyway, okay, speed time. Okay, I'm just gonna let you guys know right now, I may not do post-commentary for all these purple coin missions in the future. There's only so much you can say about most of them, because most of what you can say about these long ones is look in every nook and cranny, because just about everywhere you can imagine is where you're gonna find one of these things. Now, this one is rather troublesome, I will say, because it's just big, and I don't know if it is by any objective measure, but this feels like the biggest area that all the purple coins are spread out in. And anybody who knows the levels knows I've already made some mistakes here. Or at least I'm about to make some very soon. But that's just kind of the way that this ends up going. So, yeah, you have that. I mean, to me, in hindsight, after having watched this a few times, it's obvious where I just missed some. But, yeah. And another thing to keep it, well, actually, the other thing, so to speak, to keep in mind, I'll tell you when it becomes much more relevant, because it won't exactly pack a lot of punch here, as compared to what it could somewhere later. Just like all these other ones, make sure to keep yourself alive. You get killed here, and yeah, you're repeating a very long level. That's just kind of the way it works. Whatever. Frozen Peak! Ah, how nice. Yes, yes, Toad. You're digging up on a frozen peak. And I jump off a mountain because, of course, I don't take any fall damage. That would make some sense. I actually thought that, just realized that recently. I don't think there's any fall damage in the Mario series in any of the games, is there? I'm trying to recall. I honestly don't know. Somebody tell me. And honestly, I thought this launch star took you someplace more productive than we ended up going. That's not a launch star, that's a sling star. I'm stupid. I'm getting my stars mixed up. Why I'm so pedantic as to care. Make sure to get that coin. If you blast off without it, you're going to waste some time. But I've already made some mistakes that waste some time, and you're going to see where very soon. Now, in this upcoming area is where what I was going to say becomes most relevant. And you'll see right here as we go around this bend. Remember how well this went for me first time? 11 episodes ago? Yeah. Oh yeah, and I got continuity here all the place. Yeah, it is still very easy to die here, so yeah. And seeing as at this point I have 70-some coins and have been playing I mean, this, I think I'm only about 5 minutes in real time into this part, but yeah, you get the idea. And so, I come up here and then I realize, wait a minute, there can't possibly be enough purple coins. I start looking around like, where on earth are they? And I think I see something, do I? It looks like there's something. And of course, this is why you always practice, because then otherwise you look like a clueless idiot on camera. So, I come up here, and this toad tells you if you want to make a jump, to make it a long jump. And there you go, it'll take you down to here. And I basically did a full loop of the place, and I only got 90 because I was stupid and missed 10 of the coins. 2 of them being right there at the beginning. I told you, this is why you practice. Otherwise, you'll look like a fool. Remember what they say about if you assume. But anyway, you just gotta come up here, and oh look, there's places where I can get coins and stuff. And look, there we go. See? I was right there. Okay, so I missed a few first time around. That kinda happens. Anyway. And there's some dropped frames in it, but I think the speeding up should get rid of most of that problem. Anyway, enough about that. Enough about other things that don't really matter. What matters is we get the star. I've got a secret, but I'm not telling.
I will make you tell me your secret. No!
So now, up here next to the engine room, we follow this newly opened pathway thing. Takes us over to this. What is this over here? This is the gate! Does this look familiar? At all? It's been a while. You would have seen this back at the very beginning. This is where this whole thing started. This planet, it's very dear to me. I looked forward to visiting this planet with the Lumas every 100 years. The Luma that's been traveling with you may also grow up to become a star someday. Some Lumas become planets, some become comets, and a few become power stars. I'm traveling with them while they look for a place to be reborn. But I never thought all this would happen. Wow, Mama must really trust you. Well, how about this? If you grab all 100 purple coins here, then you'll earn my trust too. This is a red star. It holds the power of the red Lumas. But the really amazing part about it is that it allows you to fly after you spin in midair. Yes, fly! While pressing A, you can pick the direction you want to fly with the control stick. If you can collect 100 purple coins, I'll let you use my power somewhere else. Yes, we get to freaking... Yes, we get to freaking fly. Listen to this music. Whoa, that wasn't what I meant to do. If you press Z, you land. You spin in midair to start flying. If you press A, you can aim yourself. And very much like when swimming, let me see if I can show it off here. When you spin your things, you draw them towards you. Just like was originally planned to be in pretty much the entirety of the game. Now, this unfortunately is the only mission we end up using this power in, and it does not come back from Mario Galaxy 2. So much wasted potential for this. But we do get to use it somewhere else, and that's good. I don't know, I've always thought when I've seen this power, this always reminds me of like, Mario crossed with Dragon Ball Z, which makes me wish they had this when I was 11, because, geez, that would have been just about everything I was, whoa! And yeah, it does run out after a time. Ooh, guy. Yay, Starbit time! Okay, the other thing I was going to say, which I finally found a time where I can bring this up, is Rosalina talks about the Luma that we have in our hat. He didn't come out. Usually he comes out when you spin. You can't really see him anyway. The Luma we have in our hat, they gave us the power to spin. Now sometimes, when they refer to it, they call... the characters will just say Luma and not the Luma, you know, without the article there. That's because they originally had, if I recall correctly, they originally planned to give the individual Lumas a name. Now the part I have checked and I'm not entirely sure on is, God, the gravity on this thing makes this stuff weird. But the original name they were going to give the Luma was Tyke, which is why sometimes it's referred to as Luma, because he had that name, but they never some of the lines they never went through and fixed when they decided to just name him Luma, I believe. Seems a little weird to me, but that apparently is the story. So, because of the frickin' camera angle I can't control sometimes, one thing that I love about when you hit A to stop like that is that it forces the camera to actually follow you and not, you know, to be kind of behind you and doesn't do some weird crap like it was doing. And there's a bunch of these in the air. I'm not sure how many there are, and the music is reaching its point where it's like, hey, this is gonna run out pretty soon. And I think I got all the ones in the air. Yep. I better have at least. Let's see, is there anything in here? No. And yes, this is another freaking purple coin mission. That's just kind of the way these things work. Camera game. Oh. Dang it. Too bad you can't permanently do it from that overhead-ish camera. Because that actually works. That actually helps. Like I said, the camera in this game, I don't know of a way they could do it better and still have the camera really do its job. Unfortunate. But it works. It works. It's not terrible or anything. Just occasionally annoying. And I think all I've got left are those up on the thing. There, the center thing place. See, can you get into this house? No, I guess not. There's a house somewhere here I thought you could get into by, like, crouching. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just stupid and... Ah! What the freaking physics? Anyway, coins have been collected. And we get, with this, a red power star. Red. I know. It's weird. But we get the star. And I know we didn't make a lot of progress there, necessarily. But, you know, we've tied up, I think, pretty much all the loose ends. Basically, all that's left now is the final dome of the game and this green stuff over here. And if you look here, we can fly around to get around the observatory now. It's a much better way than taking all those other things. But, I think I'm going to call it done here. This is Mishlings with Super Mario Galaxy. And I will see you guys next time.